18 handicap in the home sim, looking for some tips and drills to work on for the winter. So playing this swing through and looking at your comments, saying it's more of a hooking leftward issue and the ball can be left out right with a push, and looking at your SkyTrack data, that seems to agree with what's going on. Pushes and hooks tend to be more club face control issues, and looking at this swing, you're messing around with that club face even from your takeaway. Watch as you drag the handle back without really moving that club face much, and if you zoom in and see what happens to the club face when you try to just drag the handle back, is that face is essentially going to shut down 7-8 degrees, and you're starting with a very closed club face. That could be a big part of your hooking issue right there. But what's interesting is you've done so well on keeping that face closed in your takeaway to P2 position, but from here, P2 to the top, everything begins to reverse as you rotate open the forearms, which will flatten out that club, keeping the elbow in tucked, and it will continue to roll open until you stop turning in the backswing. You seem to over-rotate a bit, and what was controlled in your first part of the takeaway as far as the club face is concerned is now very open up at this top position. What can you do from there is, well, you try to drag it back down from the inside, but then you are forced to flip that club face on the way through, easily explaining why you can get that club stuck into the turf behind the ball, as well as potentially some swaying issues as well. But the solution has to be tied into what you're trying to do with that takeaway and club face control. But I would really just try to match one angle, that being your spine angle, with that club face on your takeaway. Video is a bit blurry to see exactly where we're going to end up with this face, but I'd say it's reasonably square at this point going back, further opening up to the top, but then check it again on the way down when you can get a good video look at it, is the face should be still along that same angle. I imagine your face would be very far open at this point, causing you to try to flip it and save it back on the way through. So shorten up the swing, really get a hold of that club face control beyond your P2 position up to the top, and shorten up that swing. Good luck.